Semangat pagi, selamat datang di channel Pejuang Skripsi. Silahkan like, subscribe, and share supaya lebih banyak yang merasakan manfaat dari channel ini. Kunjungi aminlimpo.com sebagai situs resminya. Baik, pada postingan kali ini kita akan membahas kumpulan judul skripsi bahasa Inggris dalam bentuk speaking part pertama. Saya akan menampilkan 50 judul untuk speaking. Tapi sebelumnya, saya akan menambahkan tips atau informasi tambahan seputar skripsi bahasa Inggris. Teman-teman bisa melihat di awal dan di akhir di setiap postingan. Saya akan memberikan contoh pemilihan judul, misalkan saya telah memilih model pembelajaran icebreaker dalam bentuk speaking. Judulnya bisa menjadi Improving the Student Speaking Ability Through Icebreaker at the First Year Students of Junior High School. Teman-teman juga bisa menggunakan Increasing atau the Effectiveness. Kemudian judul yang keempat, saya akan memberikan contoh penambahan naratif material. Jadi variabelnya akan menjadi 3, Speaking Ability, Naratif, dan Icebreaker. Kemudian judul yang kelima, saya juga akan menambahkan satu variabel yaitu communicative method. Jadi metodenya akan menjadi 2, yaitu icebreaker dan communicative method yang akan dibandingkan di dalam pembelajaran speaking. Teman-teman bisa membuat variasi-variasi lain berdasarkan contoh ini. Semoga bermanfaat. Berikutnya, saya akan menampilkan 51 judul speaking untuk skripsi bahasa Inggris. Yang pertama, the using grow project to improve the student speaking skill. Yang kedua, improving the student speaking ability through icebreaker at the first year students of junior high school. Yang ketiga, the implementation of socio-affective strategies to improve the student self-confidence in speaking. Judul yang keempat, the effectiveness of English speaking club to improve the student speaking fluency and accuracy. Kelima, an analysis of speaking activities in English textbook for first year student high school. Keenam, the correlation between the junior high school student listening skill and their speaking skill. Yang ketujuh, the teacher content-based instruction in speaking at the second semester. Yang kedelapan, study on student strategies in overcoming speaking problem in conversation. Yang kesembilan, simulating the students' creativity in speaking through film discussion. 10. Community Language Learner Method atau CLLM in speaking ability. Ke-11, improving the student speaking ability through problem-based learning strategy. Yang ke-12, the improvement of the student speaking accuracy through communicative method. Judul yang ke-13, the correlation between brainstorming and speaking ability. Ke-14, improving the student speaking skill through role play technique. 15. The use of quizzing games improve the student speaking skill. 16. Improving speaking proficiency by using relating, experience, applying, cooperating, and transferring atau sering disebut REACT strategi. 17. The use of series picture in teaching procedure text to improve the student speaking performance. Ke-18, improving the student speaking ability through peer teaching tutoring method. Judul yang ke-19, improving the student speaking ability through the use of Suggestopedia method. Ke-20, the use of peer interviewing to improve the student speaking ability at the SMA. Judul yang ke-21, improving the student speaking skill to learn to speak English 9.0 software. The improving the student speaking proficiency through think, pair, and share strategy, itu yang ke-22. Yang ke-23, increasing the student speaking proficiency through cooperative script atau CS method. Ke-24, the effect of using information gap in teaching the student speaking ability. Yang ke-25, improving the student speaking ability through 5-work method. Ke-26, good improving the student speaking proficiency through presentation, practice, and production approach. 27, improving the student speaking ability through problem-based learning strategy. Ke-28, improving the student speaking ability through interview technique. 29, the improving of the student speaking proficiency through cooperative learning in sense of think pair square technique. 30, increasing the student speaking ability through talking chip. 31, improving the student speaking ability through situational role play. 32, the use of classroom questioning strategy in teaching speaking ability. 33, the use of community interaction activities to teaching the student speaking ability. Ke-34, the ancient speaking through group discussion. 35, the comparison between speaking and writing ability. 36, the increasing the student ability in speaking through aptitude. Next, judul yang ke-37, the correlation between the student vocabulary mastery and the fluency in speaking English. 38, the use of short play in teaching speaking ability. 39, improving the student speaking ability through problem-based learning strategy. Next, 40, improving the student speaking skill through role play technique. 41, the using student team achievement division atau STAD method speaking. 42, improving the student speaking ability through problem solving strategy. 43, increasing the student speaking ability through drawing and describing pictures. 44, the use of guide question speaking to increase the student speaking ability. 45, increasing the student speaking skill by using Learn to Speak English program. 46, improving the student speaking ability through retelling stories. 47, reducing speaking anxiety through various communicative activities. 48, teaching speaking ability through task-based language teaching atau TBLT. 49, speaking ability using cooperative learning technique with problem solving. 50, speaking using communicative in daily activity. Judul yang ke-51, the effect of using retelling English news in teaching speaking ability. Baik, seperti penyampaian saya di awal video tadi, bahwa saya akan menyampaikan kembali tips atau informasi tambahan seputar skripsi bahasa Inggris setelah di akhir postingan. Di sini saya akan memberikan informasi perbedaan eksperimental dan PTK. Ditinjau dari hasil atau output of the research. Eksperimental, hasil dari penelitian ini bisa saja positif dan bisa saja negatif. Positif di sini yaitu memberikan dampak yang signifikan atau memberikan perkembangan terhadap proses pembelajaran siswa. Sedangkan PTK, hasil dari penelitian ini bila negatif atau tidak mempunyai kontribusi signifikan dalam proses pengajar, maka akan dilanjutkan ke cycle berikutnya. Bisa sampai 2 atau 3 cycle sampai hasilnya signifikan atau positif. Karena prosedur PTK ini terdiri dari planning, action, observation, and refleksi. Ketika tidak mencapai tujuan, maka akan direfleksi ke cycle berikutnya. Terima kasih. Terima kasih telah menonton di channel Pejuang Skripsi. Silahkan like, subscribe, and share supaya lebih banyak yang merasakan manfaat dari postingan ini. Kunjungi amininfo.com sebagai situs resminya.